Hello everyone, we're still working with completing the square. And this last problem, if you can do it, you can do any one. So what this problem involves is an A. So we have to do that divide by A step, that very first one. And then we're going to be working with a lot of fractions. So that's where the difficulty comes in. So let's begin. First by dividing everything by A. So that's step number one. Divide everything by A, which is 5. Let's just put that there and erase that. So we have n squared plus 19 divided by 5n minus 68 divided by 5 equals negative 2 divided by 5. Okay? Step number 2, put all your variables on one side. So n squared plus 19 over 5n plus, put in my space, equals, put in my space. Add 68 divided by 5 to the other side. So we had a negative 2 over 5 here, plus 68 over 5. Step number 3, add b divided by 2 squared to both sides. So number 3, n squared plus 19 over 5n plus, what's our b value? Our b value is right here now. Okay, after we took out that 5, our b value is right there. So b is 19 over 5. We divide that by 2, which is the same as timesing by 1/2 and squaring it. Alright, so this divide by 2, instead of dividing by 2, I times by 1/2. That's the difference. I still have my squared. Do the same thing on the other side for my space. And let's combine these two. Since they're fractions, they have the same denominator, you can just combine the numerators. So negative 2 plus 68, well that's plus 66. And I keep the same denominator, the 5. Okay? Number 4, let's simplify this a little bit, make it easier to look at. So n squared plus 19 over 5n plus 19 times 1. Multiply the numerators, multiply the denominators, 5 times 2 is 10. Squaring that, and let me write that out as 361 divided by 100. To get that, I took 19 over 5 times 1/2, which equals 19 over 10. I had to square this part right here, so that means square the numerator, square the denominator. So 19 squared is 361, and 10 squared equals 100. So that's where this 361 divided by 100 went. 19 over 5 times 1/2, squared it. Okay. I'm going to erase this part now so I have more room. The same thing on the other side, plus 66 over 5. Okay. Next, we want to factor. Easy way to factor, take our b value right here, divide it by 2. So n plus, if we divide this by 2, it's the same as multiplying by 1/2, which we did already, which was 19 over 10. So 19 over 10 squared, that's what this whole quantity right here equals 361 over 100. We need to combine these, so let's find a common denominator for this. If we times 5 by 20, we'll get out 100. So we have to times the 66 by 20. That equals 1320. Now on our next step, we can just add the numerators together. So our last step is to solve for x, number 6. So first I want to square root both sides. So I'm going to have plus or minus the square root of whatever this is. So let's add 361, and 1,320. What that is going to equal is 1,681 divided by 100. And then lastly, subtract 19 divided by 10 to both sides. So you have n equals plus or minus the square root of 1681 divided by 100 minus 19 over 10. Okay. Now if I were to type that into my calculator, this is what I would type in. I would type in two things. First I would type in square root of 1681 divided by 100 minus 19 over 10. Then I would type in minus square root. That's actually a negative sign. A negative 1681 divided by 100 minus 19 over 10. Sorry if you can't see these because they're a little blurry. What you would get out then is your answer to be this. Negative 6 and 2.2. So there you have it. All this work led to our zeros being at negative 6 and 2.2. That's completing the square.